name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after our first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. And so that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. We first start in the pool. We do some confined water skills. We'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore. It's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. There's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. We've seen 4 eagle rays at once. Just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced, it hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, from being, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I've gone snorkeling a few times, or I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.
Welcome back to the stream. It is Wednesday night. We are here for Flatline Racing Bodies, Veterans and First Responders Night. Looks like we got a lot in store tonight. We start off the night with the Veterans and First Responders 360s. We'll follow that up with the limited 360s. We're going to try to get 4 races in tonight. We'll see how that format works out. We got the 410 sprint cars. We'll close out the night with the wingless sprint cars at Volusia. We are currently in practice with the veterans and first responder drivers out on the track. We again do not have a huge field. Andy Patton, Ryan Pendleton, Jeff Barker, Bob DeGood, Dean Meitzler, Gary Taylor, Patrick Spangler, and Michael Vital are currently the drivers in the field that are with us tonight. It's great to be back. If you're new to the stream, welcome aboard. If you're coming back, greatly appreciate you coming back. If you have any suggestions, anything we're doing you'd like to see us do better, please send us a message. You can send it to Facebook. My email, joe@gy6rn.com. This is Got Your 6 Racing Network. As always, we are racing for awareness of veterans issues. 22 veterans a day take their own lives, which is way too much. So we're doing our small part, get some veteran companies out there that are helping out veterans. We'll be playing promos throughout the night of some of those companies. If you know a veteran out there, maybe you haven't heard from them in a while, please reach out, let them know you care about them. Conversation could save a life. Veterans and First Responders portion of tonight brought to you by Mission 22. One of those companies doing outstanding things for our veterans. riding along with the 87 car Air Force, retired Air Force, Andy Patton, last year's champion. Let's see how he gets started off tonight. We have moved up. Last season we ran the 305 sprint cars. We are in the 360s to start this season. See Andy Patton getting up into the wall. We're going to have various
all the parts to cover, the labor and everything.
When we say lifetime, we mean lifetime, and it's supported with money-back guarantees. And with that, you're getting all qualified technicians that are going to ensure that this job is done perfectly and operates perfectly throughout the life of the unit.
Learn more about our Coolray lifetime parts and labor warranty at Coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier, turn to the experts.
Coolray has always been a leader in our industry.
The lifetime parts and labor warranty is history repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people would have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. We brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
On this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. This hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get the treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their families' permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind, and it's also to be a constant reminder of what happened.
We are headed to qualifying. Sorry about that. Had to take a quick break. See who's first out on the track tonight. Been having a little bit of internet problems. So we're hoping that stays with us throughout the night. It's like Doyle Lawrence with 11.698 timing in. Bob the Good currently in second place. 0.015 behind the 3 car of Doyle Lawrence. Andy Patton third. Ryan Pendleton currently fourth. We should be wrapping up qualifying here momentarily. Qualifying has ended. Hopefully we get the heat race here. Looks like Gary Taylor's going to be on the front row. They do invert the top 4. So quick qualifier. Doyle Lawrence will start P4. Gary Taylor with Jeff Barker on his outside. Andy Patton, Doyle Lawrence in row number 2. Dean Meitzler rounds out your field of 5 drivers. Again, we are running 8 laps. Top 4 are heading to the feature, although everybody will go to the feature tonight with the field the size that it is. 34 car to captain. Gary Taylor starting on the pole. Got the 513 Marine machine to his outside. Look at that number 3 car. The Mission 22 entry. Doyle Lawrence. Some good looking wraps out here tonight for opening night of veterans and first responders. Pace truck should duck off next time by. We will get underway. 8 laps, top 4, heading to the feature. Start is on green. Pace truck has exited. Field belongs to the 34 of Gary Taylor. Green flag is out. We are underway. Great jump on the outside by the 513 of Barker. Barker running that outside right on the edge of the marbles. It's a good run off that top side. 34 car of Taylor down low. Looks like they bumped tires there momentarily. No harm, no foul. 513 backs off. Doyle Lawrence now moves up to P2 behind Gary Taylor. Andy Patton, your last year's champion, currently running in 3rd position in the 87 machine. Meitzler in the 49, currently running P4 up front. Lawrence got the 87 car of Andy Patton all over the rear end of that 3 car. Go on board with Andy Patton as he tries to get underneath the 3 car. Can't quite make it happen. 1 to go. We are running 6 laps. My apologies, not 8. We have changed that. Lawrence trying to go down low, looking underneath the 34 of Taylor. Can he get it done? This is the last lap. Coming to the flag. 34. Taylor, Lawrence, Patton, Meitzler are your top 4. Good run. We may not have a lot of drivers in the Veterans and First Responders Elite, but we sure do have some great racing. Heat 2, Michael Vital, Patrick Spangler on the front row, Ryan Pendleton, Bob the Good in row 2. Nathan Aldridge rounds out your field of 5 drivers. 213 of Michael Vital, Air Force veteran. Patrick Spangler, firefighter, I believe. Active duty Navy member, the 223. Goat Locker Racing's Ryan Pendleton will roll off P3. Mr. Bob the Good in the 7 car, Air Force veteran, will roll off P4. Waiting on Nathan Aldrich to grid. We do have 6 laps. Everyone headed to the feature tonight. Pace truck has began to roll off. The 213 of Michael Vital will take us to the green flag in the Gears Unlimited entry. The 39 car SSR to his outside, Patrick Spangler. One to go. As the pace truck goes by, they will exit this time. 6 laps. Everyone headed to the feature. Again, we got a packed night tonight. We got 4 races that we're going to get in. So following this, we'll probably only interview the winner. We will see how that plays out. Time dependent. Race truck is off.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out. We are underway. Vital on the bottom side, 39 of Spangler to that outside, goes way up high, gets a good run off of 2, puts Spangler, the 39 car, in the lead. Ryan Pendleton working underneath the 213, trying to take away P2. Looks like the high side is the place to be early. Pendleton slides up into the 213, makes contact. Patrick Spangler setting sail in the 39 machine. Bob the Good currently in 4th position. Spangler pacing the field. Pendleton in 2nd. Vital recovers in the 213. Currently in 3rd position. Bob the Good in the 7 machine in 4th. Spangler throwing it way up high. 1 to go here at Cedar Lake. Spangler with half-second lead over Ryan Pendleton. Spangler down low, blocks the low line. Spangler, Pendleton, Vital, and Bob the Good is your finishing order. We will go into 3 minutes of warm-up, so we will be right back.
Biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name is Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turning into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. That just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
When people hear a Till Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom. 2 words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place where fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Welcome back. We're getting ready to go feature racing. Warm-up is winding down. Doyle Lawrence with the warm-up quick time with 11:8:55 in the 3 machine. We got 25 laps, I believe. Jeff Barker, Bob the Good on the front row. Dean Meitzler, Michael Vital in row number 2. Andy Patton, Ryan Pendleton in row number 3. Doyle Lawrence, Patrick Spengler in 4. Gary Taylor is the 9th and final entry. They did invert all 9 cars. So this will be interesting. See how this plays out. Jeff Barker in the 513 Marine Machine will bring us to the green flag. Got Mr. Bob the Good to his outside on the front row. Good looking 513 car. Race truck should exit next time by. We will go green. Restart is on the green flag. Replays tonight brought to you by Malcolm's Mills Mill Writing. Hopefully we don't have to use replays, but we will see. Race truck should exit, and it is. Leaves the field to the 513 of Barker, last year's league champion in Coast to Coast Racing League. Green flag is out. We are underway. Bob the Good on the outside of the 513, 49, diving down low, trying to get in the action. Good run off the bottom by the 513 of Barker. Barker able to get out to a bit of a lead. Bob the Good in second. Andy Patton, last year's champion in the Veterans and First Responders Sprint car, up to P3. It's like Doyle Lawrence made some contact in the back there. No caution comes out. Patrick Spengler currently in fourth in the 39 machine with Michael Vital in the 213 Gears Unlimited ride. The captain, Gary Taylor, currently running P7. We are working lap 4 of 20. Barker getting away from the field. Andy Patton trying to get underneath the 7 car of DeGood. Just can't quite get the line. 7 car not leaving any room down low for Patton to possibly make the pass. Jeff Barker, half-second gap between himself and now second place Patrick Spengler. 39 cars on the move, closing the gap. Working lap 7 of 20. 513 goes down low, leaves the top to Spengler. Spengler with a run off of turn number 4. Will take the lead on lap 8 of 20. Spengler looking to check out on the field. Jeff Barker now under attack from caution is out. See what happened to the 223. Pendleton's night not starting off how he wanted. 34. Oh my goodness, gets up the captain, Gary Taylor, gets up into the active duty Navy driver, sends him tumbling. What a ride for the 223 machine. Again, replays brought to you by Malcolm's Mills Writing. To thank the good folks, Flatline Racing Bodies, for putting on Veterans and First Responders Night in the Coast to Coast Racing League. This first late race is Veterans and First Responders 360 Sprint Car, brought to you by Mission 22. We got 9 of 20 laps under our belt. Patrick Spengler currently at the point. 513 of Barker falls back. Spengler started P8. Up 7 positions from the start. Green flag is out. We are underway. Spangler working that high side. Jeff Barker goes down low in the 513. We saw Jeff all last year try to work that bottom side. Nobody does it much better. If there's anything down there, he'll find it. Spangler running away from the field, currently over a second gap over the 513. Mr. Bob the Good in the 7, looking to the outside of the 513. Andy Patton in chase. Caution comes back out. Looks like Gary Taylor has crashed. We will get a look at that here momentarily. 34 car of Taylor having a rough night. Gets up into the fence. Goes around and up on his side. Patrick Spangler at the front of the field got a heck of a jump on the field early. Got over a second gap between himself and second place, the 513 of Barker. See if Barker can stay with him this time by. Bob the Good currently in P3. Andy Patton trying to get the last podium spot from Bob the Good. Michael Vital in P5. Race truck lights are off. We will go green next time by. Working lap 12 of 20. Pace truck has accelerated off of the racing surface. Spangler with a good jump on the 513 once again. Jumps out to over a half-second gap by the entry of turn number 1. Spangler running away from the field. Barker in P2. Andy Patton and Bob the Good, 2 Air Force drivers going at it for P3. Give that position to last year's champion, Andy Patton, as he closes the deal into P3 for the 87 machine. Bob the Good back to P4. Michael Vital in P5. Looks like the 213 over rotates. Doyle Lawrence with a great run. Good looking car off that high side. Spangler now with over a second gap. Once again, nobody has an answer for Spangler yet tonight. Jeff Barker currently running in P2. Got lap traffic down low. Michael Vital in the 213. Spangler using that high side. Whole different deal. Last year running 305 sprint cars. This year we're in 360s. Big difference. Two laps to go. Spangler now with over a 2-second gap with 1 lap to go. Barker gets around the 213. Up front, 39 car of Spangler coming to the checkered flag. Spangler, Barker, Patton, DeGood are your top 4. Meitzler, the 49, is P. We will get a word with the winner of tonight's race before we head off to the next. The 39 car Patrick Spangler increases his position by 7 to take the win. Patrick, this is Joe. You got me? Not to mute my mic. Patrick, this is Joe. You got me? Patrick, this is Joe. You got me? Jeff, this is Joe. You got me? Can you guys hear me? All right, Patrick, this is Joe. Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, great run. As I was saying, you were up 7 from the start, man. How'd you get by them? How'd you get to the front?
The track's pretty hard to pass on. There's most of the guys were like middle or high, so I was trying low, and then there's a couple of wrecks that I got past, and then I switched to the high line when I hit fourth, and then top three was from the bottom, so it was just faster at that point.
Yeah, man, you didn't look back. Way to start the veterans and first responders. Speaking of, are you a veteran or first responder?
I was active duty Air Force for 7 years, and now I'm in the Guard for 3 or 4 years now. So still do that.
Awesome, man. Thank you for your service, my friend. You going to run the rest of the night?
I'll be back for the 410s. Taking one race off there.
Right on, man. Great run by you. You got anybody you'd like to thank?
Just, Team SSR, Dad and Uncle back home watching, for you for broadcasting tonight, and everything you do for the veterans, and Roger for running the league.
Yeah, man. Great run. We'll see you next week.
Thanks. See you next week.
Yes, sir. Jeff Barker, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Jeff, great run, man. Way to start the veterans and first responders. Started on the pole, only slid back one position. How was your night?
Good. I didn't know they were going to invert us all at the start there, so that was a bit of a Christmas gift. So,
yeah, kind of a surprise to everybody. Spangler kind of ran away from the field, and you ran a comfortable second in the 513 Marine Machine. Got anybody you'd like to thank for your finish?
Yeah, I'm Malcolm Mills Build Writing, United States Marine Corps. You for putting this on, Roger for putting this on, and thanks thanks everybody for their service.
Yeah, man, we got a long night tonight trying to get in 4 races, so hopefully we see you in the next race, the limited 360s.
Yep. Hopefully 410s. That's my goal.
Good luck, man. Hope to talk to you on the podium again.
All right, thanks, Joe.
Yes, sir. 87 car of Andy Patton brings it home on the podium. Andy, this is Joe. You got me?
I got you, Joe. How you doing, buddy?
I'm well, man. Do I have to call you champion, or can I just call you Andy?
Call me sir.
Great run, my brother. Another podium for the 87. How was your run?
It was all right. I mean, once I saw Spangler up on the top, I knew it was all over. He was going to run away with it, and he did. But was kind of fighting it a little bit most of the way through there. The setup wasn't all that great for that track.
So I don't even remember what I was going to say. You going to race with us in the limited 360s coming up?
No, I don't think I qualify for it. My IR is too high.
All right, you going to run? Are you done tonight? You're usually done after this race.
Yeah, I'm done for tonight.
So Roger got some relief. Hopefully I get to run at least a few races with you guys this year. Had a blast running with you. Was it last night?
Monday.
Night.
Last night, was it?
I think so.
Yeah, it was. Hometown Heroes, yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to getting out there and mixing it up with you guys a little bit. So great run by you, my friend. Another podium. Congratulations on your championship and another great run tonight.
Thanks, Joe. You take care, man.
You also. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We will jump off real quick and head towards the limited 360s, kind of new to the Veterans and First Responders Night. So we will be right back. Welcome back to Cedar Lake. We are here with the new series, the Limited 360s. And I can't remember, I think iRating limit of 2,500. Again, the 360s, fixed 360s. Looks like we got a field of currently 10 drivers. We are waiting for qualifying to begin. Again, welcome back to Flatline Racing Bodies, Veterans and First Responders Night, the Limited 360s, brought to you by Lynn's Huggables. Drivers are getting their final instructions. So we will get underway here momentarily. Great shout out to all those who volunteer at the Coast to Coast Racing League to put on the show, admins and race reviewers. If you're interested and you are a member, please let Roger Craig know that you would like to volunteer. If you're interested in an outstanding racing league and you're not already a member, Coast to Coast Racing League races 7 nights a week if you include Friday Night Lights. Most are broadcast. Great league. The team and I ran in other leagues and found Coast to Coast Racing League. Once we came aboard, we never left. It's racing without all the drama that you get in other leagues. Check them out. Coast to Coast Racing League at c2crl.com. Drivers are getting their final instructions. Got to highlight the 3-car of Doyle Lawrence. Special paint scheme for tonight in the 3-car. Driver out of Texas. Should be we are advancing to qualifying. We'll try to follow around whoever comes first out on the track. We'll ride along with the 1-car of Joe Canellis. First one out on the speedway here at Cedar Lake. See how Joe coming to his first lap. Bob the Good with an 11.866. Doyle Lawrence with an 0.50 behind him. Bob the Good, the first one to break that 11-second barrier. 11.882 in his second lap. Joe Canellis with an 11.905 behind Bob the Good there. Doyle Lawrence falls down to P3. We do only have 10 drivers in the field. Looks like Mr. Bob the Good will take your quick time for the limited 360 division. Qualifying went by in a big hurry here at Cedar Lake. Like to thank all those out there. We are trying to increase veterans and first responders participation in Coast to Coast Racing League Veterans and First Responders League. If you know anybody out there, please let them know. We are looking for drivers. There are different rules for veterans and first responders, a little more lenient in getting into Coast to Coast Racing League. If you have any questions, reach out, c2crl.com, talk to Bill Calder or Roger Craig. They can explain to you what the differences are and what the requirements are to join the Veterans and First Responders League. Got about 30 seconds left, and we will drop the green flag on heat number 1. Again, Bob the Good with an 11.866 with your quick time in the limited 360 division. We are trying to get 4 races in tonight. Coming up next, we have the 410 sprint cars right here at Cedar Lake. Again, tonight brought to you by Flatline Racing Bodies. This particular race brought to you by Lynn's Huggables. Heat 1 is taken to the grid. We are getting ready to go heat racing with Nathan Aldrich, Jeff Barker on the front row, Doyle Lawrence, Bob the Good in row 2, Mike Cramner, Gary Taylor round out your field of 6 drivers. .514 of Nathan Aldrich starting on the pole, driver out of New York. Spends many hours volunteering for the Coast to Coast Racing League as an admin. It's always greatly appreciated. He's got the 513 Marine machine to his outside of Jeff Barker. We saw Jeff in an earlier race, as Lawrence and DeGood were also in that earlier race. So the veterans and first responders have carried over to the limited 360 division. We're going to be running 6 laps. Everyone headed to the feature. We should have 2 heats tonight. It will be the 5:14 of Aldridge that takes us to the green flag. Restart is on green. Pace truck should exit. This time by pace truck is headed towards the exit. Green flag is out. We are underway. 5:13. Nathan Aldridge with a great run on that bottom side. Slides up, gets on the outside. Doyle Lawrence in the 3. Tried to follow him. Makes contact with the 5:13. Aldrich in P1, Doyle Lawrence recovers. Got Mike Cramner in the 70 car underneath the 3. They're going to battle it out for P3. Bob the Good with your quick time, currently running in P4. Up front, 5:14, the 3 and the 70 of Cramner. Cramner wants that 3rd position. He's going to battle it out with Doyle Lawrence. Will go on board with Mike Cramner. Gets up into the wall a little bit. Psych Lawrence is closing in on the 5:14 of Nathan Aldrich. We'll go to that battle on board. Working lap 5 of 6. Slide job. 5:14 goes up high. Lawrence cuts down low, trying to get underneath Nathan. Coming to 1 to go. It's going to be a battle. You got the 3 car down low of Lawrence. 5:14 up high. Good run off the top side by Nathan Aldrich. Lawrence will fall in line behind Aldrich. Lawrence, Cramner, DeGood are your top 4. Jeff Barker in the 5:13 recovers and finishes in P5. P2, Dean Meitzler and Jeffrey Kemper on the front row. Roger Craig, Joe Canellis in row 2. John Rayner Jr. rounds out your field of 5 drivers. Again, we're running 6 laps. Everyone headed to the feature. We saw Meitzler in an earlier race. See if that little bit of extra laps there pays off for him. We got the 181 car to his outside. Jeffrey Kemper. Kemper's car usually has more colors than that. We got 1 to go. We will be going green next time by. Dean Meitzler will bring us to the green flag. Jeffrey Kemper to his outside. Watch Joe Canellis in the 1 car starting P4. Top 4 were inverted from qualified. Pace truck is exiting, leaving the field to Dean Meitzler, waiting for the green flag to come out. Green flag is out. We are underway. Not a bad start for the 49. Off that low side, slides up high, gets in front of Roger Craig. Now going to battle it out with Jeff Kemper. Roger Craig moving to P2 with a strong move. Kemper on the rear kelp tank. Joe Canellis working middle groove. About two car widths off the top there. 747, Roger Craig wants P2. They make contact. The 747 is over. No cautions in heat races. 747, Roger Craig was having a great run. Makes contact with Metzler, leaving the field to the 181 of Jeffrey Kemper with Joe Canellis currently in P2. Metzler able to gather it back up and get back in the race, running P3 with the leaders right behind him. We do have 1 to go. Kemper at the point, Joe Canellis in P2. Checker flag is out. Kemper, Canellis, Metzler. Roger Craig heads to the pits. Take a look at what happened to Roger Craig here. It's like the 747. I guess we'll get to see it next time. 3 minutes of warm-up, and we will be right back with you.
Mission 22 is dedicated to unite the country in the war against veteran suicide. Bringing our veterans home is every American's job. Ambassadors are creating impact in their community across the country. Mission 22 has comprehensive treatment programs for post-traumatic stress and traumatic brain injury at no cost to veterans. This is an American issue. No matter where you stand, there's a place for your support. Visit mission22.com to learn more.
Welcome back. We're about to go 30 laps around Cedar Lake for the feature of the first ever limited 360 division. Nathan Aldrich in the 514 will start on the pole with Jeffrey Kemper to his outside. Doyle Lawrence, Joe Canellis in row 2. Mike Cramner, Dean Meitzler in row number 3. Bob the Good, Roger Craig in row number 4. Jeff Barker, John Rayner Jr. in row number 5. Gary Taylor will round out your field of 11 drivers. My apologies, we got 20 laps, not 30. I misspoke. Coming up next, the 410 sprint cars right back here at Cedar Lake, which is always a great show. Roger Craig had a great run in his heat race till making contact with Metzler in the 747. Roger Craig will roll off P8, I believe. Pace truck will exit. Next time by, we will get the green flag. Field belongs to Nathan Aldrich in the 514. Green flag is out. We are underway. Oregon driver in the 181, Jeffrey Kemper to his outside. Nathan Aldrich wastes no time to get on that high side. 181 runs in the back of the 514. Doyle Lawrence down low. He's trying to make that bottom side work. Got Mike Cramner right behind him. Nathan Aldrich off the high side. Kemper up into the wall. Looks like he'll move to the back of the field. Lawrence trying to get that bottom to work. Nathan Aldrich in the 514 working that high side. Those are your top 4. Mike Cramner now working on the 3 car of Doyle Lawrence. We'll go to your top 3 here. Running 3 different lines as they work. Working lap 5 of 20. Lawrence in the 3 car. He decides to move up high. Nathan Aldrich getting away from the field a little bit in the 514. He's got a half-second gap between himself and the 3 car of Doyle Lawrence in the Mission 22 entry. Mike Cramner now front of the field is settling out, getting a little bit of space between the drivers. Bob the Good in the 513 working that bottom side. Barker known to go down to that bottom. Joe Canellis trying to get by these 2 drivers working the high side. Almost makes contact there with Jeff Kemper. Kemper is able to get the pass. Up front, Nathan Aldrich now with over a second gap. Almost loses it there. Mike Cramner with a great run in the 70 machine. Pitside Podcast driver.
The yellow flag is out.
Caution is out. '34 car of Gary Taylor all by himself. Track super slick. Captain's had a rough run tonight. Just goes in a little too hard. Around he goes in front of the leaders. Again, replays brought to you by Malcolm Mills Writing. Nathan Aldrich loses his second lead over Mike Cramner. Great run by the 70 car of Cramner tonight. Not sure what happened to Lawrence. Doyle Lawrence is not with us in the field. Looking through the list of incidents, and I don't see Doyle anywhere on the list. Huh, looks like Doyle Lawrence just went into the pits. I know that feeling. Monday night, forgot to change from our heat to our feature setup. Had to pit, not run out of gas in the feature.
Green, green, green.
Nathan Aldrich takes the green flag. Good jump by the 514. Got the 70 car behind him. Mike Kramner having a great run tonight in that 70 machine. Bob DeGood up to P3 under attack from Jeff Kemper in the 513. Or Jeff Barker, my apologies. Kemper running the high side in the 181. Looks like both lines are equally fast. Nathan Aldridge is getting that high line to work really good. Already a second gap over Mike Kramner in the 70. Nathan Aldrich at the front of the field with almost a 2-second gap over Mike Kramner. Mike Kramner up 3 positions from the start, working lap 15 up 20. Jeff Kemper and Bob DeGood in a battle for that third and final podium position. Currently belongs to Jeff Kemper. Nathan Aldrich out front by over right at 2 seconds. Working lap 17 up 20. Nathan Aldridge back almost 2.5 second gap. Now Jeffrey Kemper gets by the 70 car of Kramner. Put Kemper up to P2. Mike Kramner looking to hold on to a podium finish here. He's got Bob DeGood to his out or on the rear. Jeff Barker in the 513. Jeff Kemper making up ground on Nathan Aldridge. It was a 2-second gap. Now it's down to 1.2 seconds. Not sure he has enough time to close the deal. Kemper running that outside. Nathan Aldridge, Jeffrey Kemper, Mike Kramner, Barker at the line. Coming off of the final turn. Jeff Barker edges out Kramner at the line to take the final podium position. We will get a word with your podium finishers here momentarily. Nathan Aldridge brings home the win, followed by Jeff Kemper. Jeff Barker crashing hard after the checkered flag, so we probably won't get to talk to him. He'll have to walk his way up here. Still waiting for the drivers to come up. I see Nathan Aldridge. Jeff Barker is with us. Jeff Barker in the closing laps, coming off of turn 4. We had a good look at it in the 513 Marine machine. Edges out Mike Kramner right at the end, crashes his car. Jeff, this is Joe. You got me?
Hi, Joe.
Man, that was fun to watch, brother.
I don't know if that was passing him as intentionally as much as just trying not to hit him after I got in the hole there.
That was absolutely amazing. What a finish, man. How'd your night go?
I was trying to stay out of trouble and just ride around the bottom and see if I could get fourth. And yeah, then I switched lanes with a couple to go, and apparently it's fast up there.
Yeah, I'd say it all happened in a big hurry. I asked Andy Patton in the earlier race, do I have to call you champion or can I still call you Jeff?
Oh, Jeff is plenty fine.
He told me to call him sir, so I'm one up.
Jeez.
Great run by you, man. We got the 410s coming up. Are we going to see you in the 410s?
I hope so. That's my goal.
Great run, man. Great podium finish. Excellent. Excellent finish. You got to watch back the broadcast. That was fun to watch. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium?
Oh, yeah. Malcolm Sills Build Writing, Can-Am Racing Team, Roger for putting the league on, you for televising. Yeah, I'm sure I'm missing somebody, but that's it for now. We'll get the rest of them at the next race.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming out, the 513 Marine Machine every week. I told you last week. Love saying it, man, and greatly appreciate your support, and good luck in the 410s.
All right, thanks.
Yes, sir. Jeffrey Kemper moves, he starts second, finishes second. Jeff, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Joe. You got me?
Yeah, man. So that was kind of an up and down night. You started second. You fell back a little bit. What happened that you fell back, and how'd you get it back together to move back into the podium?
I kept connecting with the wall. It seemed like pulling the front tires up, and I was getting a little bit too much on the throttle, so the car was getting quite a bit loose on me. So just kind of calmed down and found my line up at the top there, and it seemed to work pretty well.
Yeah, man, we were watching you run that top like a pro, man. You were on a rail up high, going by all the traffic down low. Great run by you, man. You gonna run the 410s?
Yeah, I'll give them a shot.
That's awesome. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium?
Just my family and girlfriend put up me running most of the nights, and that's about it.
All right, man. We'll see you in the 410s. Hope to talk to you again, Jeff.
Sounds good. Thank you, Joe.
Yes, sir. 514 car. Nathan Aldridge starts on the pole. Driver out of New York doesn't look back from the pole. He had a 2-second lead at one point. Nate, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, great run by the 514 tonight. That's great to see. First, I want to thank you for all your volunteer work you do for Coast to Coast, man. It makes a huge difference. But nonetheless, great run by the 514. Looked like Kemper was reeling you in there in the end. He cut your lead from 2 seconds down to 1 second. How was your night? How did the track change?
It was really good. Honestly, the top just kind of never went away. It was good in the heats, and it just stayed all throughout the feature. It's definitely a little different experience starting up front with no one in front of you. I'm used to coming from 20th.
You and me both, brother. You and me both. Great run by you, man. Your first victory or no?
First victory, I think, in a nighttime division. I've had a couple matinee wins.
So limited 360s fit you. You gonna run the 410s tonight?
Yeah, I should be out here for all of them. But the limiteds is a really cool concept, honestly, by Roger. It keeps things fun and interesting for the guys that aren't necessarily used to running real well.
Yeah, man, great run. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your victory?
Everyone over at Coast to Coast Epsilon Sprint Wraps with Preston Kramer. He did the wrap for the car. Galen's Popcorn, you can get 15% off at their online store if you use the code CART. Dean Reynolds should give it a go. I think that's about it. Malcolm's Mills and just everyone who helps out.
Man, great run by you in the first ever limited 360s, man. Hope to talk to you on the podium in the 410s.
We'll see what we can do. Thanks, Joe.
All right, man. Have a great night. So there is the inaugural running of the limited 360 division, the 514. Driver out of New York, Nathan Aldridge brings it home, P1. Great run by Nathan. Next up, as you heard numerous times, we will be with the 410 sprint cars, and that is coming up right after this. So we will take a quick break, and we will be back with you.
The goal at any given race is, of course, to win. And CrowdStrike, AWS, and DXDT were fortunate to achieve championship-winning results in 2020. We're extremely proud to be partnering with Operation Motorsport through our racing initiatives. Their program seeks to place military veterans in various positions inside a real racing team. The experience aids in their retraining, recovery, and rehabilitation.
So my name is Chad Failing. I'm a staff sergeant retired out of the United States Army. I am with Kevin Boehm under DXDT. You're getting creative. You're getting taught to think outside of the box.
We couldn't be more proud to be affiliated with this great program. In the spirit of giving back to the community and creating meaningful opportunities, we are committed to building a diverse motorsports platform with the amazing men and women who have served our country.
Cool Ray has always been a leader in our industry.
The lifetime parts and labor warranty is pretty awesome. Basically, all the parts, the labor and everything.
When we say lifetime, we mean lifetime. And it's supported with money-back guarantees. And with that, you're getting all qualified technicians that are going to ensure this job is done perfectly and operates perfectly like a life of mine.
Learn more about our Cool-Ray lifetime parts and labor warranty at coolray.com. Cool-Ray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
The lifetime parts and labor warranty is pretty awesome. Basically, all the parts, the labor and everything.
When we say lifetime, we mean lifetime. And it's supported with money-back guarantees. And with that, you're getting all qualified technicians that are going to ensure this job.
Sorry about that. We are back here at Cedar Lake in the 410 sprint cars. Again, Veterans and First Responders Night brought to you by Flatline Racing Bodies, the 410 division. Brought to you by 2-1 Race Designs. If you're in the need for a wrap, check out 2-1 Race Designs. Good folks, Kevin Fry will help you out. You can find him on Facebook. 410 should be a handful here at Cedar Lake. Coming up, following this, we have the Wingless 360. Speaking of handfuls, they will be at Volusia. We'll see the return of your Wingless champion, Wingless Division champion. Currently, cameras on him right now. The 61 Hall of Fame inductee last season, Terry Landis out of California in the 161 machine. Currently at the top of the board in the 410s. Again, greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. Got Your Six Racing Network. As always, racing for awareness of veterans issues. 22 veterans a day take their own lives, which is way too many. The goal is 0. We're doing our part to lower that as much as we can. We play promos from those companies out there that are helping veterans in need. So please, if you have the means, reach out, donate. If not, and you know a veteran you haven't heard from in a while, pick up the phone. Better yet, pay them a visit. Let them know you're thinking about them. Let them know you care about them. You never know what that conversation might do. PTSD and suicide. Serious issues that our veterans are facing. It's going to take all of us. Lower that number from 22. Anything you can do would be greatly appreciated. You know a veteran out there needing help, don't hesitate to reach out to Mission 22. Play their promos throughout the night. We are going to qualifying here at Cedar Lake in the 410 division. See who's first out on the track. Looks like Roger Craig in the 747. We saw the 747 have a good run in the limited 360s. Got caught up in a wreck in his heat race, put him in the back of the feature. The Bassman in the 747 Can-Am Racing Team driver puts down an 11.419 on his first lap. Patrick Spengler to the top of the board with an 11.028. Brian Moore Sr. currently in second. Spengler not quite as quick on his second lap. Bob the Good just finishing up his run. Mike Cramner in the 70 machine good enough for seventh quick with an 11.338. Randy Shreves, multiple championships last year, currently sixth quick with an 11.196 coming in for his second lap. Let's see what Shreves can. Yes, sir, moves up to P3. Blake Chapman in the Crite Sim Racing 20 machine. Jeff Valero in the 200 machine out on track. See if Jeff can move up the board here. Kevin Fry up the top of the board with 11.022. Fry with your quick time. 2-1 Race Design owner. Good lap by Fry. 11.022 for the 21 driver out of Texas. Jeff Barker out on track, currently 10th quick with 11.295. That's where he will stay. 10th quick for Barker with 11.239. Jeff Valero still out on track. Still not seeing him on the scoring board here, so I don't think Valero has taken a lap yet. We are wrapping up qualifying. Kevin Fry with 11.022 with your quick time so far tonight. Richard Holland times in with an 11.802, good enough for 15th quick, and that will do it. Heat 1 is upon us. Jeff Barker, Bob the Good on the front row. Randy Shreves, Kevin Fry in row number 2. Jeff Kemper and Jeff Valero in row number 3. Coast to Coast Racing League does invert the top 4. Kevin Fry with your quick time will roll off in Heat 1 in P4. Jeff Barker in the 513 on the front row. Alongside him, Bob the Good. We've seen those gentlemen all night. Randy Shreves decides to join us in the 410 sprint cars in the 56. Got 6 laps to get it done. Top 4 heading to the feature, although I think everybody will make the feature tonight. We will go green next time by. The start is on the green flag. Jeff Kemper will bring us to the green flag. 6 laps will go by like a blink of an eye here at Cedar Lake. Pace truck should exit, and it is, leaving the field to the 513 of Jeff Barker. Green flag is out. We are underway. 513 down low. Will Jeff slide up? Got Shreves to his outside. 56 car shoots the gap in between the second and first place driver. Put Randy Shreves on the point. The 56 car is on fire. Randy Shreves on the outside, pulling away from Barker. Jeff Kemper in the 181 Wicked Energy entry. Kevin Fry in the 21 in the 4th and final transfer position. Top four heading straight to the feature. Randy Shreves opens up almost a second gap in a short 4 laps. Jeff Barker, Jeff Kemper now, the 21 car of Kevin Fry wants to challenge the 181. Got Jeff Valero, currently the first car, on the outside looking in. If anybody makes a mistake up front. Coming to the white flag, Kemper in the 56. Great run by Randy Shreves. Said Kemper, I'm sorry. Shreves will bring it to the checkered flag. Shreves, Barker, Kemper, and Kevin Fry are your top four heading directly to the feature. Heat 2, Mike Cramner, Doyle Lawrence on the front row. Terry Landis, Patrick Spangler in row 2. John Rayner Jr., Blake Chapman round out your field of 6 drivers. Again, we got 6 laps to get this done. Patrick Spangler, the quick qualifier in this heat race, starting a P4. Doyle Lawrence in the Mission 22 ride, Raven Graphics owner. Beautiful paint scheme on that ride tonight. Talking to Doyle early today, that's a car from 2018 is when he did that car. Good looking ride. Pace truck will exit next time by leaving the field to the 70 car of Cramner. Cramner had a great run in the 360 division earlier. Let's see if the 70 can continue his good run tonight. Green flag is out. We are underway. Cramner with a little bit of a jump over the 20 or the 3. My apologies. Doyle Lawrence on that high side got Spangler and Blake Chapman behind him. Cramner up into the wall. Lawrence goes down low, makes the pass. 39 car going for the slide job. He will make it stick, put Spangler on the point. We saw the 39 car run earlier in the Veterans Division. Doyle Lawrence in P2 in the 3. Blake Chapman in the 20 Krite Sim Racing entry in P3. Terry Landis in P4, the 4th and final transfer position up front. Spangler getting away from the field. Currently has a half-second lead over the 3 car of Doyle Lawrence. Blake Chapman not on that high side as we typically see him. 1 lap to go. Spangler, half-second gap. Doyle Lawrence in P2. We are coming to the checkered flag. Spangler, Lawrence, Chapman, and Terry Landis are your top 4. Nathan Aldridge, Roger Craig on the front row of heat number 3. Joe Canellis, Brian Moore Sr. in row 2. Richard Holland will round out your field of 5 drivers that will take to the grid in heat number 2. Saw Nathan Aldridge put the 514 in victory lane in the limited 360s. Watch that 558 car, the yellow car of Brian Moore Sr. starting P4. Quickest qualifier of the of this heat. Pace truck will exit next time by. Leaves the field to the 514 of Nathan Aldridge. We'll bring him to the green flag. Green flag is out. We are underway. Aldrich down low. Joe Canellis makes contact with Moore Sr. It's like we were almost 3 wide there. Roger Craig moves the 747 into P2 behind Nathan Aldrich. Brian Moore Sr.'s gathered it back in, getting on that high side. Joe Canellis in the 4th and final transfer position with Richard Holland in the 116 behind Joe. Up front, Nathan Aldrich leading the way. Got a half-second gap over second place, the 747 of Roger Craig. Brian Moore Sr. Trying to close the deal on the 747. Looks like we had a slide job. Will we see the crossover? 1 to go. Roger Craig can't quite cross it over. They make contact. Craig comes up high. Nathan Aldrich will take the win. Canellis in P2. Roger Craig needs to get the 747 back on the track. Brian Moore Sr., Roger Craig are your top 4. We will have 3 minutes of warm-up, so we will be right back.
1, 2, 3. I love it, Molly.
They say it's a matter of time. 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. For your love I will go far. I wanna be wherever you are. I know I'm coming back for you.
Brother, it's good to see you.
My love is a river long, the best ride in a million wrongs. I know I'm coming back to you. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home. I'm making my way.
When people hear a Till Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom, 2 words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place where fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Welcome back. 410s are just wrapping up their warm-up session. Patrick Spangler at the top of the board with an 11.664. Andy Shreves in P2 currently with a 12.488. Sure that wasn't his quickest lap of warm-ups. We are getting ready to go feature racing here at Cedar Lake in the 410 sprint cars. .410 sprint cars brought to you by 2-1 Race Designs. Randy Shreves and Patrick Spengler on the front row. Nathan Aldrich Jeff Barker in row 2, Dole Lawrence, Joe Canellis in 3, Jeffrey Kemper, Blake Chapman in 4, Ryan Moore Sr., Kevin Fry in 5, Terry Landis, Richard Holland in 6, Jeff Falero, Mike Krabner in 7, Roger Craig, Bob the Good in row number 8, and John Rayner Jr. will round out your field of 17 drivers. Again, 410 division brought to you by 2-1 Race Designs. Need a wrap done, look them up on Facebook. We got 20 laps to get this done. Randy Shreves was on a rail early. We'll see how Shreves and Spangler, both of those two drivers. Spangler having a great night. This is, we saw him run earlier and win in the Veterans and First Responders 360s. He settled into the 410s just as well. Randy Shreve, two-time champion in Coast to Coast Racing League, will bring us to the green flag. Green flag is out. Shreves is off. Great jump by Spangler on that outside. It's like these two may battle it out. Spangler with a good run on top of 2. Caution is back out. It's like Jeff Barker was caught up in the 513. Comes down, gets into the 181. 513 goes for a wicked ride. Again, all replays brought to you by Malcolm's Mills Writing. Randy Shreve scored as your current leader in the 56 machine. Patrick Spangler in the 39 machine. We will start single file. Spangler ran straight to the front on that first run at the drop of the green flag. Coming up next, we have the wingless 360 sprint car at Volusia. Race truck is off, leaving the field to the 56. ABR driver Randy Shreves. Green flag is out. We are underway. Great jump by the 56. He goes down to that low side. Spangler up on the high side, getting up on the cushion. Up to the wall within inches. Gets a great run. We have another caution out. A group of cars. We'll follow the 161 of Landis. Not sure what happened. Fry gets up into the wall in the 21 machine. Randy Shreve's able to hold on to that lead, working lap 3 of 20. Didn't quite get a lap in that green run. Pace truck will exit next time by.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out. Shreves is off in the 56. He stays up high this time, gets up on the cushion. Patrick Spangler following suit. The 56 and the 39. Caution is back out. See what happened to the 7 car of Bob the Good. Got the green flag. It's like Roger Craig and the 200 of Falero got into a scuffle there. Craig into Falero. Falero into Terry Landis. Nowhere for the 7 to go. Kevin Fry finished off the job. Randy Shreves up front. Can't get off lap 3.
Green, green, green. The yellow flag is out.
Randy Shreves still at the front of the pack. 20 car Kreitz Sim Racing caught up in that last incident. Blake Chapman to P17 so far in the pits. Randy Shreves, Spangler, Aldrich, Kemper, Canellis are still your top 5. Lights should go off on the pace truck. Pace truck brought to you by the Stephen King Foundation.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is out. We are underway. Shreves and Spangler been at the front of the field all night. The 514 of Nathan Aldrich dives down low once again. Can't quite get up in front of Spangler in the 39. These two drivers have been nose to tail all night. Going to be a great battle up front. Nathan Aldrich running a little bit lower line than your front two drivers. Spangler now dives down low. Slide job. Can't make it happen. Caution comes back out. Terry Landis involved in another incident in the 161 machine. It's like Nathan Aldrich and Barker get involved. Terry Landis, just an innocent bystander, gets involved in that one up front. Randy Shreves currently leading the way. Patrick Spangler, Jeffrey Kemper now up to P3, Moore Sr. up to 4, Joe Canellis holding steady in P5. Watch the 200 car, Jeff Falero up 7 positions from the start, currently running in P6 in the 200 car. Driver out of Canada. Doyle Lawrence falls back to P7 in the 3 machine.
Green flag
Up front, green flag is out. We are back underway. Shreves, Patrick Spangler. Spangler dives down low. He's going to give the bottom side a go.
Caution, yellow flag.
That did not last long. Mike Cramner, Roger Craig involved in an incident. Coming to the green flag. Looks like Canellis and Falero were actually involved. The 70 and the 747 were just that'll knock Joe Canellis and Falero out of the top 5. Working lap 9 of 20. We should go green next time by. Lights are off on the pace truck. Shreve's been going late, waiting for the green flag to come out.
Green flag, green flag.
He waited again. Good jump by the 56. He blocks the 39 car. Learned from the last restart. Shreves goes down low, blocks Spangler's low attempt. Spangler into the outside wall. Front 2 getting away from the field. Brian Moore Sr. is the 3rd position in the 558 machine with Doyle Lawrence right behind him. 21 car of Kevin Fry working his way through the field. Numerous wins last season in his division that he sponsors. Makes contact with Lawrence, then makes contact with Kevin Fry, having a go of it here tonight. 20 car. Blake Chapman back in the race, making some headway here. Patrick Spangler finally makes the pass on Shreves. Spangler set sail, working that high side. Shreves running in P2 behind Spangler. Top 2 getting away from the field. Half-second lead by Spangler currently. Coming up on the back of the field, they will have to work through lap traffic, working lap 15 of 20. Spangler into the outside wall. Not enough for Shreves to catch up to the 39. Lap traffic, Spangler working to the outside of Joe Canellis. Next on the list is 747 of Roger Craig. Spangler will make this pass on the 747. Randy Shreves right behind the 39 car. Shreves gets up into that outside wall. Blake Chapman worked his way back up to P3. Looks like the 20 car may need a caution to get back in this one. Shreves once again up into that outside wall. Spangler now in thick traffic. See how he gets through. He got the 116, 1 to go. Spangler with the 2.5 gap. Uh-oh. You know he grabbed tight on the steering wheel when that happened. 39 car to the checkered flag. Spangler, Randy Shreves, Blake Chapman are your top 3. We will get a word with your top 3 here momentarily as soon as they are done with their podium shots. Again, Spangler moving up 1, Shreves moving back 1. Blake Chapman moved to the back of the field after an incident, moves up 5 positions from his starting position to finish in P3. We will get a word with Mr. Blake Chapman as soon as he is up in the booth. car Blake Chapman moves up 5 positions. Blake, this is Joe. You got me?
I got you, Joe.
Man, that was an interesting night. You were in the front, you were in the back, you worked your way back to the front. How was the track?
Yeah, it was slick, Joe. A lot of guys were having trouble keeping the car straight, but it was kind of fun. When I got in the back there, I was kind of lucky to get out from the pits before they went green. But it was kind of fun, just trying to avoid everybody when they were flying all over to the track. And I don't get to do that very often. But yeah, Patrick, Randy, they're both really fast. I figured they would be, and congrats to them on good runs and keeping it clean.
Well, man, you know what? Now you know what I face every week, running in back, trying to dodge people, and that's where I live. That's my life in iRacing. But you did a little bit better than me. You worked your way back up to P3, up 5 positions from your starting position. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium finish?
Yeah, of course, parents, grandparents, Steve Bixler, everybody watching and supporting. Of course, everybody down at the Can-Am Racing Team and Krite Sim Racing. Galen's Gourmet Popcorn, head over to their website. Dean Reynolds, if you're listening, make sure you use code CART, that's C-A-R-T, at checkout for 15% off some of their really delicious popcorn. I got to thank Preston at Epsilon Sprint Wraps for making me look good. And you for putting this on, Joe.
Yeah, man, greatly appreciate you. You running in the wingless division?
Yep, you'll see me there.
All right, man. Great run.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. 56 car of Randy Shreves rolls off on the pole, battled it out with Spangler lap after lap after lap. You saw 2 of the best at it doing their thing. Randy, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Man, great run, brother. You and Patrick dueled it out there. How did he get by you when he did get by you?
Yeah, that top, it was just getting a little sketchy there. So I kind of, I don't know, I didn't really push it as hard. I knew he was going to catch me, but yeah, I gave it all I had. It was a great race, though, overall. Can't complain about second, so.
Yeah, man, if I can get a second, I'm celebrating. When I get a second, I'm celebrating, man. Great run by you. You going to run the wingless division tonight? Randy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You going to run the wingless division tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. I know I'm probably not going to do very good, but yeah, give it a shot.
Yeah, man, I think you told me that once, and you ended up on the podium, but we'll see. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely want to thank my team, LGR Motorsports, Alex Bergeron at ABR Setup Shop, Coulter West at Redline Race Design, One Wish Foundation, Wraps and Stitches, KSB Builders, Finish Line Repair, CD Cinematography, Coast to Coast for always putting on these awesome races, and you for the broadcast, and everybody for watching.
Yeah, man. Love following you on Facebook, brother. Keep doing what you do, and we will see you in the wingless division.
Thanks, Joe.
All right, man. Have a good night.
You too.
39 car Patrick Spangler. He starts P2. It took a while with all the cautions to make the pass for the lead. Patrick, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, gotcha.
Man, great run. Another good run by the 39 machine. How's the track, and how'd you get by Randy?
I had him pass at the beginning because we go off green, so the first place didn't get that good of a start, and I had the top line, and then the caution came out right before we completed the lap, so I put me behind him, and then I just needed some green flag laps to try and pull that slider off in 3 and 4.
Yeah, man, you made it stick, and you two kind of ran away from the field. We were watching you work traffic. You got through traffic super well for your second victory of the night, man. Great run by the SSR machine. And now I can actually say, since I have a little bit of knowledge, thank you for your service, my friend. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your victory?
Thank Team SSR. Thanks for you putting this on. Dad, Uncle back home watching. And Lady Luck on my side tonight because it was not on my side Monday and Tuesday. So hopefully I can turn the luck around.
Man, it looks like it's going in your direction, my friend. We're going to see you in the wingless 360s.
I think my boss is calling me upstairs, so I'm going to hang out with the wife for a little bit.
All right, man. Great run by you. Great night overall for the 39 machine. And we will see you next week.
Yep, sounds good. See you next week.
All right, man. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There are the 410s. That wraps up our night at Cedar Lake. We are headed to Volusia next in the 360 sprint cars. So we will take a quick break and we will be right back.
Mission 22 was founded on the timeless principle that America's warriors are equally valuable overseas as they are within our borders. We are unwaveringly committed to the journey back home and understand the barriers our heroes face when making the often arduous and taken for granted transition home. Trauma is an opportunity. While bleeding, hidden pains of the past can never be removed. We can transform them into something brand new and beautiful. We can grow through trauma to become our community's cornerstone, the safest neighbor on the block, the strongest leader in the office, the most caring volunteer at the elementary school. The Recovery and Resiliency Program is a year-long, and it uses everything from cutting-edge biometric tools to science-backed supplements. This is a catalyst to take the deep scars suffered for our nation's sake and turn them into opportunities to direct our God-given purpose and energies as protectors toward a refreshed and meaningful life. By committing to this year-long program, you will be happier, stronger, and wiser. Your PTS and/or TBI may not leave you, but you will be more comfortable in your own skin, and your suffering will begin to have meaning. Our goal is to give warriors one thing, the truth. Let's take responsibility for our healing.
Welcome back. We are back with the wingless 360s here at Volusia. You thought the 410 sprint cars at Cedar Lake were a handful. We have stepped that up one notch with the wingless 360s right here at Volusia. Brandon Templeton at the top of the board in the dirt track bank entry, the 31 car driver out of Iowa. Terry Landis, your champion last spring season, is with us in the 161 machine. The driver out of California, Jack Hitt, currently third quick. He was the champion in the winter division. So Jack Hitt had some bad luck last season, looking to turn that around in the 217 entry. Blake Chapman, we saw him run earlier, is back in the 20 machine. Practice has ended. We're about to go qualifying here. We will try to follow the first car out on the track. Looks like Brandon Templeton in the dirt track bank entry will be the first one out on the track. A new sponsor on board. Like to thank the folks at the Dirt Track Bank coming on board. Brandon Templeton's working his way to the line. Saw him get a little bit loose in 3 and 4. See if he can recover. Looks like everybody is out on the track. Templeton puts down a 16-3-61. Michael Berthet in the 16-200. John Short is not out on the track yet. 70 car. Mike Credner good enough for 10th quick. Randy Shreves in the 56. We saw the LGR driver run in the 410 sprint cars. Randy's currently 7th quick. Coming to the line. Can he improve his time? No, he will not. Jack Hitt the 217 up 3rd quick. Jeff Barker in the 513 Marine machine. Brian Moore Sr. in the 558. 5th quick for Brian Moore Sr. John Short in the Yoo-Hoo replica. 9th quick for John. He gets a little bit loose up top. We'll call it a little bit loose. It was a lot more than a little bit, but 9 car in the Yoo-Hoo tribute machine from Terry Landis's Hall of Fame induction. John giving the 360s a go. Currently 9th quick in the 51 machine. 0.3 of a second off of your quick time qualifier. 95 car of Michael Berthet in the SSR machine. We will be wrapping up qualifying here just momentarily. There are no cars left to run. Looks like we did get 4 races in tonight. That's the first time we have tried that. Let us know what you think. You can message us. You can let us know at c2crl.com. Again, greatly appreciate those of you watching. If you're new to Got Your Six Racing Network, welcome aboard. If you are back with us, thanks for coming back. Greatly appreciated as we bring a Coast to Coast Racing League Veterans and First Responders Night every Wednesday night. If you know any veterans out there that would like to run, we'd love to have them in the field. Have them get a hold of Roger Craig. C2CRL.com. Heat 1, Terry Landis, Blake Chapman on the front row. Jack Hitt, Michael Berthet in row number 2. John Short, Brian Moore Sr. round out your field of 6 drivers. So last year's champion, the 161 of Terry Landis and Hall of Fame inductee last year, will roll off on the pole in the 161 Yoo-Hoo machine with Blake Chapman to his outside in a Hall of Fame induction copy of the Yoo-Hoo machine. Jack Hitt looking to turn the season around, get off on the right foot, ran into some bad luck last year. In the 217, Jack Hitt will roll off P3 with your quick time qualifier, Michael Berthet, to his outside in the SSR 95 machine. We are coming to the one to go. Wingless Division currently does not have a sponsor. If anybody's interested in sponsoring, please get a hold of Roger Craig, c2crl.com. Does take money to make these cars go around and around and bring them to you live. So anybody interested? And Coast to Coast Veterans and First Responders Night brought to you by Flatline Racing Bodies. I'd like to thank them for coming on board. Pace truck should exit this time by. Restart is on greens. 161 of Landis will bring us to the green flag. Got Blake Chapman to his outside. Green flag is out. We are underway. Terry Landis down low. Blake Chapman up high. Chapman looking to get a good run. He does get a decent run off the exit of 2. Running that high side. Berthet right behind him in the 95 machine. Landis able to hold him off. Jack Hitt trying to slide underneath the 95 of Berthet. Chapman now goes down low. Slides up high on exit of turn 4. Jack Hitt sends it into turn 1, down low, slides up, can't make the pass. Your champion from the spring season 161 of Terry Landis out front. There are your top 4. Top 4 transfer to the feature, although everybody will transfer. Looks like Landis gets a little bit loose, but then gets a good run off that bottom side. Blake Chapman closing in on Terry Landis. Michael Berthet in P3. Jack Hitt in 4. Landis holding off all comers. Go on board with the SSR machine. Hear him working the throttle. Landis, Chapman, Buffet, Hitt are your top 4 heading directly to the feature. Good heat race. Heat 2, Randy Shreves, Brandon Templeton on the front row. Jeff Barker, Jeffrey Kemper in row 2. Bob the Good, Mike Krebner will roll off in the 3rd and final row. We saw Randy Shreves run earlier, had a great race in the 410s. Wasn't quite able to close the deal, so he'll try to do so tonight. Brandon Templeton to his outside in the 31th, Corning, Iowa driver. Jeff Kemper out of Oregon in the 181 will roll off P3 with the 513 of Jeff Barker to his inside. Kemper's 4, I'm sorry, Barker is P3. Mike Kramner, Bob the Good in the rear of this heat race. We will get to 1 to go. This time by, lights are off on the pace truck. Randy Shreves will bring us to the green flag. 6 laps to get it done. Start is on green. Race truck is off. Driver's looking for the green flag, and they get it. Green flag is out. Templeton on the outside. Little bit of jump on the 56. Templeton works his way to the lead in the 31 car from the outside of the front row. Templeton, Randy Shreves trying to make up that difference. Shreves right along the fence on the inside, trying to get that inside to work. Templeton at the line. Kemper and Barker in 3rd and 4th. Barker trying that bottom side with Jeff Kemper to his outside in the 181 machine. Templeton out front in the 31 machine, opening up a little bit of gap over Randy Shreves. Looks like the race is going to be for the fourth and final transfer position. Just as I say that, the 181 Oregon driver Jeffrey Kemper pulls away from Barker just a little bit. Shreves in the 56 car. Looks like he might have got into the fence down low. Brandon Templeton currently with a 1.5 second gap. Kemper now moves up to P2. Kemper up high, Shreves down low, side by side at the line. Working lap 5 of 6. Brandon Templeton up front in the 31 machine, increasing his lead over Shreves. Shreves and Kemper. 1 lap to go. They're going to settle it on this lap. Battling for starting position in the feature up front. Brandon Templeton's going to bring it home. Got a 1.3 second gap between himself and the 56 of Randy Shreves. Kemper, Barker are your top 4. We will have 3 minutes of warm-up, so we will be right back. Welcome back. We're just finishing up warm-ups. Got about 30 seconds left to go. We will get feature racing underway here momentarily. This is the wingless divisions. Alternate between 360 sprint cars and midgets. We open up the night here at Volusia in the wingless 360 sprint cars. Gary Landis, Brandon Templeton on the front row. Blake Chapman, Randy Shreves in row 2. Michael Brute, Jeffrey Kemper in row number 3. Jack Hitt, Jeff Parker in 4. John Short, Bob the Good in 5. Mike Cramner and Brian Moore Sr. in row number 6. Last year's champion, 161 on the pole. Brandon Templeton to his outside. 25 laps to settle it. Blake Chapman and Randy Shreves in row number 2. Look out for those two. 95 of Michael Berthet's had a heck of a run. Had some good runs last year in the wingless sprint cars. Driver out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Race truck should exit this time by. Race truck is off, leads the field to Terry Landis in the 161. Great start by the 31 of Brandon Templeton. Landis down low, Templeton trying that high side. He will get a run off of turn 2 and pull in front of the 161. Michael Berthet in the 95 working that bottom side. Moved up. Keeps the 95 down low. Templeton, Terry Landis falls in line. Looks like we are lined up on the high side. Michael Berthet and Jack Hitt in the 217. Jack Daniels machine is trying to get that bottom to work. Berthet now slides up in front. We are 3 wide at the exit of turn 4. Brandon Templeton out front in the 31 machine. Terry Landis in the 161 in P2. Looks like the battle is back here for P3. Randy Shreves and Berthet going at it with Jack Hitt. Blake Chapman in the 20 machine. Letting these 3 settle it out. They are running 3 wide, coming off a turn 4. Templeton at the line with a half-second gap between himself and the 161 of Terry Landis. Landis working that bottom side. Templeton working right at the edge. Getting a good run off that top side. Shreves and Berthet continue to go at it. Looks like the 95 with the advantage. Good run off of the top of 2 for Shreves. Pulls up even with the 95. Good run by these 2 drivers. Running side by side, lap after lap. Up front, Brandon Templeton with almost a half-second gap. Terry Landis closing that gap in, trying to get that bottom to work. Terry's down there, and he will stay down there. He's making it work. Berthet actually able to make the pass for 3rd position in the 95 SSR machine. Now he'll try to reel in the 161 of Terry Landis. Terry Landis pulling right up to the rear tail tank of Brandon Templeton. Templeton now moves down to that low side. That lead is down to 0.2 seconds. Terry Landis has cut that lead in half. Landis down low in the 161. Templeton up high in the 31. Terry Landis at the line takes the lead away from the 31 of Brandon Templeton. Templeton's going to fight back on that outside. They are dead even at the exit of 2. Terry Landis with a good run off the bottom side. Templeton keeping the 31 up high. Templeton out of line that time by Michael Brute in the 95 machine. Waiting for one of these top two drivers to make a mistake so he can capitalize. Working lap 13 up 25. Templeton at the line once again. Great race up front. Randy Shreves in the 56 and Jack Hitt in 4th and 5th position. Looks like we have caught some lap traffic. They make the pass. Terry Landis now with the lead over Brandon Templeton. Terry still running that bottom side, and the 95 is running a slider line. Working lap 16 up 25. Templeton with a great run. Don't know what happened to 161. Did not get a good corner. Templeton way up high into the fence on the back stretch. It's Templeton at the line, so they swap the lead once again. Great run by the front two. And Michael Brute, is he waiting until we get just a few laps to go to make his move? We shall see. We are closing in on lap 18 of 25. Randy Shreves, our first caution of the night, does come out. Like Mike Cramner in the 70 machine. Jeff Kemper slides up and gets into the side of the 70, sends Mike Cramner off the track. Brandon Templeton will find the pace truck. Terry Landis in P2. Michael Brute in P3. Randy Shreves, Jack Hitt round out your top five. We are working lap Not sure where our scoring pylon went, but we will get through this. Looks like the lights are off on the pace truck. Brandon Templeton will bring us to the green flag. That is the first caution of the night.
Green flag.
Brandon Templeton gets a big jump on the field. Don't know what happened to our live view, but we will ride along here. Michael Brute on that outside in the 95 on lap 21 up 25. 95 making that high line work. Gets a great run off of 2. He gets past Templeton. Now Terry Landis looking to do the same. Templeton gets way loose, entering into turn number 3. Jack Hitt now to the back. Oh, Terry Landis.
The yellow flag is out.
With the issues our replay had, kind of nervous to go back and look, but we will take a look. Not sure what happened to Terry Landis. He just shot hard to the right. Just got loose at the exit of turn 4, gets into the side of Jack Hit. Terry Landis. Michael Berthet at the point. Working lap 22 of 25, so we're getting down there in laps. Michael Berthet up 4 positions from the start in the 95 machine. Jack Hit equals that. Jack Hit up 4 positions, running in P3. Terry Landis didn't get a start that he wanted after winning a championship last season. Lights are still on the pace truck, so we do have at least one more time around. Pace truck brought to you by the Stephen King Foundation, doing great things for injured drivers and crew members.
Money, we'll be able to use that money so guys can get the treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it.
Right on, man. You got anybody you'd like
what
to
we've
thank
done
for
is
your
taken 20 different
your
veterans
finish?
with their families' permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind, and it's also to be a constant reminder of what
Great
happens
race by
when
you,
we
and
don't listen to the
unfortunately,
stories
I
of the
think
warriors
the stream
that fought
actually
in our
shut
name.
off, so you're just talking to me, brother, but great run. As always, the 31 car is typically
Because
up
it's
front,
not
so
okay.
great run by
It's
you, and
not
I'll talk to
okay
you
that
this week.
everyone didn't know about
Yes, sir.
veteran suicide. It's not okay.
Randy
that
Shreves
these
brings
things were
the
secret or
56
left
car
unsaid,
home
or
on
that
the
it was
podium.
shameful. It's not
Randy,
okay
my
that it's shameful to
apologies.
suffer alone and
Lost my
suffer in
internet.
silence,
It's
because
just
if
now
you
coming
ask for
back
help,
on,
that you're no
so this
longer a
probably
warrior,
won't
that
even
you're
be
weak.
streamed, but another
So
great
I
run
come
by the
back,
56
I thought
man.
everybody
How
was
was your run?
So I pushed my family away, and it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And, this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, a million?
So I guess that's how I kept it up there, I guess, and caught a couple lucky breaks with the wreck that happened in front of me.
Yeah, man. Another podium for the 56. You can't complain. You got anybody you'd like to thank?